And Melissa, you can touch more on, wildfire season. Of course, we're seeing some warm temperatures, especially in the interior.
Yeah, it's been a really slow start to the wildfire season, but it is ramping up in a new way this week. We're seeing those numbers climbing really by the hour. We're now up to nearly 3,500 acres burned in 2025. Again, a lot of that from that one staffed fire that we have currently. But we also have 41 active fires burning in the state. And what's really quite impressive is that 21 of those are new in just the last 24 hours. And a lot of that because of the warm, dry conditions and the active lightning that we're seeing. 451 lightning strikes that we have seen today, again, as these storms are being generated up over the Alaska Range and pushing to the west in an area that is very hot and very dry. Heat advisories in effect from Fairbanks south to the east and west because of those temperatures pushing back to the upper 80s and low 90s. And then again, very warm and dry conditions in the communities surrounding. To the north, we have flood watches and warnings. We're talking historic flooding to the north through the Brooks Range all the way to the Arctic Ocean. Also because of the heat, it's causing rapid snowmelt, ice jams in the area as these rivers are still breaking up. For the Colville River, that is where we're seeing the highest water levels ever recorded in the area. It's really important in this area that you are prepared for that high water inundating communities in the coming days. Also along the Dalton Highway, as you've heard, we are seeing emergency closures there because of the high water and erosion in the area. In South Central, completely different weather patterns, so completely different weather scenario. We have this area of low pressure with a band of moisture pushing through today from east to west. That is bringing very wet conditions to Prince William Sound. We're going to see those showers moving across the Kenai Peninsula this morning. A few of those just clipping Anchorage in the valley. Also seeing some thunderstorms being generated there this morning. Not common to have overnight thunderstorms into the morning hours, but that is the case for us here in Anchorage this morning. As for that tale of two different weather patterns, that trough, which has been keeping the southern edge of the state cooler, cloudier, that is moving on to the east. And that high pressure, which has been in place across the northern half of the state, that's going to take hold across the entire state as we move into the end of the week. That means warmer, drier conditions on the way, even for Anchorage and South Central. Those of you in Southeast and into Southwest, all as we count down the final days to solstice. So be prepared for some morning rain on the Kenai Peninsula, clearing into the afternoon. High temperatures back into the upper 50s. For those of you in Prince William Sound, again, very wet conditions there this morning. But again, we will start to see some improvement in the second half of the day. High temperatures in the low 60s, still low 70s for the Copper River Basin. It's low 60s today in the valley. Few quick showers this morning, but you'll see the sunshine in the afternoon. Some breezy winds in Palmer and in Anchorage as that front passes through here today. Cooler with a high of 59 in Anchorage, dropping back to the upper 40s tonight. And looking ahead, you can see when that high pressure kicks in, so does the heat and the sunshine. We climb to 70 on Thursday. Summer solstice almost as warm here on Friday, and we'll hold on to at least partly sunny conditions there through the weekend. In Southeast, we have sunshine to the north. You'll still see a few showers lingering in Ketchikan with highs in the low 60s there. Through the interior, you can be ready for the heat. That is why heat advisories are in place, especially if you're spending time outdoors. You need to be prepared for that. And even seeing those temperatures starting to warm a bit on the slope as well. This will be the warmest day in the interior this week. Thunderstorms likely Wednesday, and it does drop not a whole lot, though temperatures hold in the mid 80s all the way into the weekend.